So that was actually probably the most challenging thing throughout this weekend, well, that weekend in Cambodia. So Cape, where the race was performed, it was really scorching. As I said, 33 degrees, but felt like 42. So that was probably the worst thing we had to go through. But we are athletes, so we have to learn how to deal with this stuff, and that's what we did, and we performed as good as we could.
Well, of course, and as an athlete, being uncomfortable is one of the keys to success, that's for sure. And Kim, you joined a lot of events in this edition of the SEA Games, winning gold once again in duathlon and silver in triathlon. Kim, what were the emotions nung finish line ka na? What was running through your mind, Kim?
Actually, when I got the gold in duathlon, I was really happy and scared because I was really tired after duathlon. And I talked to my coach after duathlon and said, I don't think I can do the triathlon the next day. And then my coach was like, no, you need to do it. We need to do it. So, yeah, we are athletes, so we need to do what's the plan is.
So I'm just curious, ano yung ginawa mo nun? In less than 24 hours, you had to do a triathlon after winning a duathlon gold. Ano yung mga ginawa mo to recover, to prepare right away?
Yeah, and of course, nagte-thank you rin ako sa support ng national team and national triathlon team. Kasi right after ko mag-race ng duathlon, minake sure nila na makaka-recover ako para maka-race the following day. We did ice bath, massage, everything actually, recovery training for that.
Well, it's an individual sport, the events that you took part of, but then it's also a team sport in the sense that you're there to support each other no matter what and helping each other throughout all the conditions. Just how important were your teammates throughout this journey, considering the sweltering hot conditions, which I have to remind everyone, it was like you were in an oven, all right? You ended up coming out like bread. All right, but
kung mainit na dito pa, mas
iba,
mainit pa din.
Pande Cambodia yung feeling, all right? But for how important was the support and of your teammates and the staff there to make sure that you're fresh for each and every event, because it was something else?
Indeed, that was essential. Without that support, I can say I wouldn't have won. And also I would like to mention, because you said it's an individual sport, which is correct, but also, I raced with my kabayan, Kim Remolino, right? So we had a strategy, and I must say that I wouldn't have won without him. This is not because I want to be humble. No. That's super true. That's totally objective. I wouldn't have done it without him. So I want to say also thanks to him, and I'm proud of him. And of course, yeah, it's really supportive, and I'm very grateful to the whole national team, coaches and athletes, because they were very supportive throughout the whole event. And of course, it helps to have your people behind you, cheering you up. So of course, yes, I just want to say I'm so grateful to all of them.
Again, as you mentioned, it's individual, but then it's a team effort for sure. And Kim, I want to ask you the hard questions.
Yes. Sanay na si Kim.
Sanay na siya dun. No, but here's a question that she probably hasn't answered since 2015. She's now wearing a silver medal around her neck. And I'm sure there's mixed feelings with regards to the fact that, okay, silver medal yung suot mo ngayon. First of all, the conditions aside, one of the bigger issues was that the host nation, Cambodia, actually did naturalize a athlete to compete in your event and eventually took home the gold. First of all, how did you react to yung news na yun? And how were you able to kind of really get ready for that type of challenge?
At first, medyo late ko na siya nalaman. I mean, 2 weeks before SEA Games ko lang siya nalaman. And nagulat kami, and actually na-flutter ako kasi kailangan nilang i-pull yon just to get the gold medal. I mean, matagal lang nasa Philippines yung gold medal for triathlon. And for me, nakakatuwa lang na ganun nila kagusto manalo rin ng gold. And nakakatuwa rin na kaya rin gusto nilang i-up yung game ng SEA Games. And for next SEA Games, I'm sure mas madami pang mangyayari.
And again, your first silver since 2015, you talk about the next SEA Games already. How much of a fuel is that? I-display mo ba yan prominently sa bahay mo? No? Ito yung silver na nakuha ko sa Cambodia and what's gonna happen next?
Parang reminder siya sa akin na well, we silver tayo in triathlon ngayon and we can get the gold for next SEA Games again. And I'm sure makukuha ulit yun ng Philippines.
I mean, we're well known for excelling in this sport and multi-sport. For you, it's the 5th straight for the Philippines. Of course, Nico Elgas got it in 2015 and 2017, and John Chicano at 2019. What does it take to maintain this kind of level in this sport, Fer?
It's a lot of pressure. You have to be very disciplined, not only on the race but also throughout the 2 years gap that there's between SEA Games. And also, well, you have the whole country on your back, right? They all want you to win, and that's too much pressure. But as I said, we are athletes. We have to deal with this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And of course, I knew that it was gonna be worth it once I hold my gold medal, and it's an honor to represent my country. Of course, I'm very proud, and my family as well. I wanna say also thank you to my squad, the Next Step Try, who have been supporting me so far, and my sponsors. And so, yeah. It's very stressing sometimes.
Yeah.
But at the end, I would say it's worth it. Yeah.
Right. I mean, personally, as an athlete, when we prepare for some events, you kind of plan your training, you program your training in terms of, when you should peak. And I'm kind of interested and curious, how does that work for you guys performing in duathlons and triathlons in just a short amount of time?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we did a preparation, in my case, for example, and I think Kim as well. 2 weeks before the event, we did a duathlon simulation, and then the next day, the triathlon simulation, because that's what happened in SEA Games, right? And then on the race day, I must say, I struggled more than I thought. Because in duathlon, I didn't even get podium.
Right.
So I was a bit frustrated, but at the same time, satisfied because I did my best. And I knew it was actually like, it fueled me more to achieve that gold medal the next day in triathlon. And thank God I did. And then, but I was really exhausted.
Yeah.
Sobrang pagod.
Napatagalog si Fer.
Ganun ka pagod.
Kapagod.
Yeah, I'm gonna include some words.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, I was even exhausted before the race because I have exactly 25 hours rest between the duathlon and the triathlon event. So, well, I also counted with some support like ice bath, PT therapies. I want to say also thanks to Coach Paps, who is probably watching. Thank you so much, Coach. And so, yeah, I knew I was gonna empty the tank, and that's what I did. I bonked after crossing the finish line. Actually, on the last 200 meters, I didn't even know if I was gonna make it.
Yeah.
Because I was about to pass out. But well, it was worth it, as I said.
Fer, I just want to say this is not a dream. You did not pass out.
I did after the race.
Yeah.
Still here.
You're still here. But Kim, obviously a lot of people are now wondering. I can't ask as an athlete kasi hindi man ako atleta eh. I'm a professional watcher of the games. But when can we see you next? What's up for you next in terms of your international journey? And of course, same for you, but Kim first.
Yeah, actually, we're leaving on Friday. We're doing Asian Cup in Japan. And actually, we're doing like races abroad to like get points for Olympics.
Yeah.
So-
And Asian Games, will we see you there?
Yes, we will do Asian Games in September.
Same schedule?
Yeah, I'm lucky to share some races with Kim. The first one is this coming weekend in Osaka, in Japan. Then we'll go to Europe. And I'm gonna stay in Spain. I think you're gonna stay in France, right?
Yes, I'm gonna stay.
But still, we are gonna share some races, like once in Morocco in July, and a few World Cups, if it's possible, in Spain, also in Valencia.
All right.
And that's just to prepare, to get points for the international ranking for the Olympic Games, and also to prepare to be ready for Asian Games.